Good morning, YouTube. This is Paul with the Houston Truck Source channel. I've got a pretty cool one today. This is a 2019 Hino 268A crash truck. We basically use this a lot in highway construction to protect your workers from cars when you have lane closures, things like that. A work site that's actually on a highway, where you have traffic going over 45 miles an hour. What this truck is we call it a TMA truck mounted attenuator. It's a crash truck, work site safety truck. There's a lot of different names for them, but this one in particular is one of the best ones on the market. We pair with that Hino 268A. We paired a Royal Truck and Equipment TMA 3 body. So what they do is they take a modular flatbed and mount your Scorpion crash cushion to the back. It's all, for Texas, this is TxDOT specific. It meets the TxDOT spec. As far as weights, this truck is going to have a tare weight of, over 19.5. I think it's right at 20,000 pounds. There's a ballast on this body that Royal has certified, and it is, mounted on the frame. So nothing can fly off in the event that this truck does its job. Really, Royal is kind of they're the big boy on the market. They make the best bodies. And we've got these in stock. Show you a little bit about the body. If you can see, you've got, strobes and work lights all over it, all LED. Powder coated stakes. The deck has anti-skid on it. Look at these man baskets. So this is for deploying and and picking up your cones or buckets or what have you, anything to mark off a lane closure. They've done a pretty good job with it. It's pretty slick. Basically, this can adjust for whatever height your man is, so he doesn't have to bend down. He always has something to lean against. It's all locking. You got the grating on the floor that's going to drain water or snow or whatever it is you guys are trying to work in, any conditions. And the cool thing about Royal is that all of this is modular. That man basket, it's on this truck, it's on both sides, but if you guys wanted something without it, or conversely, if you ordered one that doesn't have the man baskets, you can add them later. They've kind of set everything up to be modular. Your stakes are powder coated. They've got these doors on both sides, so those will actually fold back and lock in place. That is the cradle for the TMA cushion. That's where it's going to rest, but you have plenty of space to put whatever you need to in the back of this truck. He has some pretty neat things. All of these stakes, they can't become projectiles in the event of a crash because you can lock them down. They're all removable, but you can screw this in to make sure the stakes don't fly out in the event of a crash. Royal has all kinds of stuff. You can actually attach a generator to this truck. Royal can. They've got a system where you can attach a generator so you can run all your work site, your strobes and your work lights at night without having to run the truck. Here's kind of the heart of it. This is your Scorpion crash cushion. It's called the Scorpion because that aero board is going to come down, and then this cushion goes into onto that cradle. It is one button deployment. It's kind of different than what I've seen on a lot of other kits, is that basically, in the cab, your driver only has to push one button and this thing deploys and then goes back up into the cab, automatically. One button, super easy to use. There's nothing, he doesn't have to worry about locking out the hydraulics or anything like that. Your aero board will run off solar. This truck is set up for solar, so the aero board will run off solar power. You don't have to run the truck. It's pretty slick. Now that cushion is rated, I believe, for 60 mile per hour crashes. And how we've been building these, we put these on air brake trucks. So your air brakes lock up the rear axle, and that's pretty solid. In the event of a crash, this truck is not going anywhere. It's got the heft and weight to keep it where it needs to be, to basically so you don't kill anybody in front of the truck. I mean, Royal kind of touts this body, this configuration, is that they've never gone past discovery in the event of an accident or in the event of a fatal crash. Because at some point, these trucks are out there to protect your work site, to protect your men, and they're going to get hit. So you actually don't want some thrown together janky kit. I mean, you want something that's certified, that we know meets the spec, and that the company, the body manufacturer, will stand behind, and that is the case. There's a couple that will do that, but Royal is one of them, and they're kind of the biggest ones on the market. The chassis, it is non-CDL. Again, like I said, it's an air brake truck, non-CDL. We set this up to regen at idle, or I can set it up to regen at idle. These trucks are going to idle a lot. If you find yourself, if you're using these and these trucks are idling a lot, you want to change the oil about every 300 hours. On a lot of the applications, a lot of these trucks the oil needs to be changed about once a month. Because they just idle so much that it kind of blows your normal 8 to 10,000 mile PM service. Let me show you the inside real quick. So in here, you've got your strobe and work light controls right there. That's the controller. Like I said, one button up and down. Super simple, very easy to use. 3 passenger seating. Royal does have a technology package you can put in the truck. You can get a DVR that records in the back, and that's a backup camera. Royal puts it on all their trucks standard, so I mean there's no reason for a driver to back up into anything, and it's actually part of their technology package that you can get installed, where it has a recording DVR, rear facing cameras, and even a radar to measure the speed of any cars that hit you. Very good for safety managers in case you do ever end up getting into a lawsuit or anything of the type. Just a wreck. There's going to be some sort of, unfortunately, some sort of action against a company trying to do work. So there we have it. TMA crash truck, Royal Truck and Equipment. One of the nicest ones on the market. We stock about 2 different brands. This is one of the major ones that we stock. We actually work with Royal. So we, have a bunch of these in our region, and I've got 2 of these on hand and more coming in, ready for the end of year and the new year. We will be ready to take care of your needs. Any questions, give me a call, drop me an email. My details are in the description. Would love to help you out with this. We've been in this market for a while, so these are great trucks. Thanks for watching.